Hello interweb, this is Dannage, bringing you another City Skylines. At the moment, we're sitting here in first person view, just enjoying the view of the lighthouse and seeing how grandiose things really are from a distance, and looking back upon the amazingness that is trees. Oh, the trees! 25,500 trees have been placed. I've done a few little bits. Let's take you through what's going on here. So we've got some rocky terrain on the outskirts. Yes, there's a felled boat there. Not much going on out there, but to be honest, we're never going to see out that far. So the lighthouse sort of marks the... oh, well, there you go. You can see the edge of the map. This is as far as we'll go in game. So we might do something to get rid of the blue on the land there, because it looks like the sea is crawling up. That's not right, is it? In fact, no. I'll fix that in a minute. I'll fix that off camera. You don't care. So what we've got here is we have put some trees up by the rivers, and some forests off to the side there. You can still see the crazy mountains by the big lifted lake. And here we go. We're going up the river. Sail me up the river. We've put some more rocks down as well and stuff. And what we've done over here is we've decided to make the off space a little bit more interesting and put some extra rivers down there. Now, yes, there is a slight sneak into our area, but to be honest, we're not really doing that. That was just because it was I'd already not liked how I'd actually made this river go uphill. But uphill it had to go, otherwise I had to get rid of all these rivers and make the outside. Anyway, so you're not going to see that. This is about as far as you're going to see. Train line comes in. The train line, as you saw, goes around. Now there's another tiny little bridge. There's a bit of highway. There's highway coming off there. There's tiny little bridges. I'm going to move that. I don't remember seeing that looking like that before. So let's smooth that baby off. And in fact, I'm going to move him over there just a little bit. So he's actually underwater. We will correct that. There we go. There we go, and then we'll do the same thing with this guy. We'll just bring him down a little bit, so that it is a bit of a bump, but it's not too severe. Because who wants severe bumps at 70 or 80 miles an hour? And then it's just a question of straightening this up ever so slightly to make sure that our cars don't have to jink off the road. Now, the Elk Highway and the Smith Highway, you would have thought they would have named them the same thing. Bearing in mind, it's the same highway. We've got a gap here. We've got an off-ramp there going for our main entrance to the town. I say main entrance to the town. For this highway, you will notice that unlike the railway, which curves around and therefore is fully connected, this highway goes off, and therefore this highway just clips that corner. There is another highway, clips a different corner. It goes all the way up there, and so basically we've got them going across the two highways. There will be something that connects the two, or there will be road networks that connect those two highways, but that will be our internal little freeway, and that'll all be sexy. So over to this side, you've obviously seen the lake before. Over to this side, what are we doing here? We're largely going to leave that ridge there unimpeded. We've got the railway going on in the background. The railway, don't forget, has a little cross section there. That's so that we go off of that exit and we go off to the west, we go off to the north, and we go off to the east. I've been busy here as well with some fertile land. I've changed the farm a little bit. The farmer's now got some crops in there that have sort of been damaged when the soil's gone a bit bad. There's a little road, so it's a little pedestrian walkway. I should imagine that's going to light up from the corners in the sides. I don't care. It's got a hedgerow by it. There's more mountains, and those mountains have a water source. So they are again having a water source that comes down and around. Lots of trees, 25,500. And going through here, and then we've got an old abandoned factory, which was doing something with the water, or forestry or something. And then the water goes down. We've got some more fields there, slightly different colour. Got a lot of fertile land here. I've moved the train. I've sort of brought it around here. That is because you'll notice there are 2 exits to the highway here. I'm thinking I'm going to put an airport in here. And there'll be an airport, there'll be a train station. But I figured having the train line as it was, sort of just cutting across right that middle where all those trees were, I really should move those trees, then what would have happened is that the train line would have been right next to the runway. So wanted to give some space. So if you think about it, the plane transit location, the direction of travel is going across here. So the runway is going to be across there like that. So it needed the train line needed moving. You can see where it was, but you could almost you could almost say that there was once an old steam train line through here, and then when the airport development took over, they had to do a little bit of a bypass for a safety feature. Yeah, so there's character in the map already. Look at that. Just add it. We've changed these fields a little bit. I did manage to destroy a lot of stuff when I was putting these rivers through. We have an orchard there. We have again some rows of well, yellow bushes in there, but that's just to give it sort of a different look to that one. We'll do more of that in the farming, in the actual when we're playing the game inside the map. Then we got the railways going off. There's been another hill put down there. These little rivers going all the way down to the end, and then looking to finish in little lakes. But if you imagine, maybe there's an underground linkage to this now, and you can think, oh yes, so that explains why that water is just sprouting up from nowhere, because it's actually coming down from that mountain over there and in underground for a little bit, and then it's coming back out again and going out to the sea, where we have even more forest. We've got a small oil field there, and in terms of other resources, I think we've got a small oil field up there, and we've got some ore places here. Those are pretty small, they're pretty self-contained, but I don't really want a lot of pollution. So I don't want an industry heavy city, even though I'm going to go for the Eden project, which apparently gets rid of pollution. But if I remember correctly, my monuments don't start off unlocked. I didn't get that mod. I'm not a complete cheat. And therefore I will be having some pollution. I want to limit that. There's some islands. As we've mentioned before, this is going to be a trade sort of harbour port area. So as that's a harbour port area, this area is not going to have that much water coming out of it, because I'm going to put a whacking great big dam at the top here. And this river is going to be the sewage outlet. So really, in terms of Pleasure Beach, in terms of local facilities for local people, they will go there. So this area, I haven't, I haven't really done anything inside the 25 grid, apart from some of the water, and that's because I'm going to do this all as I'm actually playing the game, and that'll be dependent on the map. So as I say, I'm going to put a massive dam over here. I have figured, I was thinking, oh, what am I going to do about canals, because I'd like canals, but actually, if I've got a massive dam here, I'm wondering, and I don't know whether this will work, but I'm wondering whether I might be able to get some canals over there. So, what we're going to do, I think, well, we'll give this a go. We've got water source. Looking at my flappy thing inquiry, I've got a water stream in the starting area. Got a little sneak out in the corner there. At least one incoming highway connection, one outgoing highway connection. I've got oil, I've got forest, I've got fertile, and I've got ore. So planes and ships and train tracks, and that is all that I need. So for the coastal garden city of Steps, I think we can probably start playing the game. Let's give it a go, see how well we go, see how much we have to get before we destroy it and realise that we have to start again. Well, here we go. The dam is in, and the press is also in. God, we've straightened everything out. Now I've recently just straightened that out and put canals in, and obviously there's some tidying to do, but that's a starter. And the important thing is we've flattened it out. What we've also done, oh, it's raining. How very British. What we've also done is we've got a little bit of town over here. Interestingly, Brompton Wood, this is our first little zone. Interestingly, this highway doesn't seem to be like this highway that's got lots and lots of cars on it. I don't think I've ever done two independent highways before, but it turns out that the game thinks that I'm not actually attached to an outside connection, even though I somehow managed to have gotten like 700 people into this area. So what have we got here? We come off of the highway. We come off again. So this highway here is going to hook up to that highway over there. Now that there's no massive mountains in the way, we've got a little bit of power, and we go down, and we get into this area. And we've got some nice little houses. We've got a little school. And yes, this is a bit of a UK theme. So we've actually got a Tesco's Express and a Poundland and a Premier, and about 16 other Poundlands, because I can't get them to, I can destroy one, and then 4 people will come out, and then, they'll build another one, but it'll probably be a Premier or a Poundland or a Tesco's Express, because I've already got several of those. But hey, we've got these lovely blocks of flats here, very English. I've got to blame Rick4000, I think it was. I had a look at his stuff on the workshop this morning, downloaded a whole bunch of extra stuff. As we go back to here, we've got some lumber. We've got some forestry going on here. Then we go across the river, and then we've got another plaza. Ooh, lightning! And then we've got the sewage works, and then we've got some commercial districts over here. And then what we've done, I've built some little benches, and I've put little little umbrellas over them. And then we've got a little grill there. So that's this little area over here. Over here we've got an aeration plant, which also gets rid of water. Doesn't seem to be animated, but that's never mind. We've got a recycling plant here. Maybe I should take my finger off the bulldozer. Let's come up. I'm waiting for some industry. I've got some industry zoned here, and my industry demand is quite high. So that wasn't the office, was it? No, that was I've got office spaces. So I don't know. The industry bar is high, but I'm not building much industry at the moment. We can be happy, at least we've got some little parks around the back. Once the industry's built, I will fill the rest of this up with trees, because 25,500 wasn't enough. I needed some more. Lightning. We got a little train station here. Now interestingly, this asset, rural train station, doesn't count as a train station. If you build this, you cannot build train tracks. I don't know either. put another train station there just so that I could build tracks, and that's not really going to be anything, but airport over here soon. I'm very much loving this feature, although perhaps not that epileptic feature there. Let's try that one. There we go. Well, alright, we've still got some mirrors there that are going a bit weird, but let's try it. Let's hope he goes all the way into the city. I'm very much liking this view. I'm a bit terrified about how unstable that truck in front of me looks. Seems to be wobbling all over the place with 10 million tons worth of logs, but never mind. Ah, look, we're in the city. We've got a little bouncy castle there, and we've got a little. We're going off to the right. Here we go. There's some birds flying overhead. There's a crematorium on our left. There's a police car. It was a UK police car. I'm so happy. I've seen a German one. And oh, we're in a little bit of traffic. Come on. The pedestrians in this game are mental, aren't they? Oh, we're not going under the road, under the tunnel. We're going round to, there we go. That's my, I could just do that forever. It's pretty much like when I used to play Gran Turismo 2 and basically just used to watch the replays all of the time. But yeah, you can even just go down and be working your way around in control of your own destiny on there. Ah! See, I'm actually even more careful than the normal pedestrians. Let's go running. Let's go running. Oh, where's the police? Police found something going on. Off you go. Well, I'm not sure who that was, but there was something going on in the flats. Oh, neighbours. I didn't realise. I haven't looked close enough, but I didn't realise that those are actually net curtains. I thought that was just a random texture, but actually those are net curtains. Rick 4000, I salute you. I think this is the reason that I love this game so much. It's because it's like the SimCities that we all love, but actually you can get right down in there, and the level of detail I'm very happy with. You know, you consider that all of these things are, you know, made by people rather than developers, who are obviously not people. They're aliens from another planet. Not sure what I'm talking about now, but I think we'll leave it there. It's very exciting. What are we going to do next? Don't know. If you get time in before I do my next episode, maybe you'll have a say.